Hey yo guys, what is up? MTG is back again with another video. In today's video, we're looking at the atrocity that was my very first deck that I ever played with. This isn't truly my first deck, but it is like one of the first. I believe it was like the second, maybe third, because obviously when I was first getting into Magic, my camera is falling over. When I was first getting into Magic, I obviously like barely knew how to play, so I'm not counting those decks because they're obviously bad. We're just going to look at the worst deck that I had when I actually kind of knew what I was doing. So as you can see, my first mistake was playing all four colors. This is a modern Slivers deck, so that was my first deck ever, and we're going to take a look at the deck list. I do not advise using this deck for your own purposes, but if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. I believe it's not the cheapest deck in the world, so it's not terrible, but it's fun to play with. That's why I kept it around, because it is definitely a good time, but, you know, it's not like a great deck. But I figured we'd take a look at it, shame myself for what am I trying to say? Shame myself for using this in the past, that's what I'm trying to say. So our first card was Sliver Hivelord Rainbow to come out. 5/5 Legendary Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have indestructible. So, great card. Those are the most expensive card in the deck. That's why there's only two of them, because I was broke at the time. And I still am pretty broke. But not as broke as that. I could afford 4 if I wanted them. Next card, we have 1 Siphon Sliver. 2 and a black 2/2. Sliver creatures you control have lifelink. So as you can tell, they're all going to be slivers. Thorncaster Sliver. We have 3 of these. 4 and a red, 2/2. Whenever a sliver attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Good stuff. So basically how slivers work, if you've never played with slivers before, they just help each other and pump each other up. It's actually really fun. Commander is probably the better route to go with slivers, but you know, it's still fun. Crypt Sliver, 1 and a black, 1/1. All sliver creatures have tapped to regenerate target sliver. Great card right there. Battle Sliver, 4 and a red. We have 2 of these. 3/3. Sliver creatures you control get +2/+0. So you can kind of tell I knew what I was doing, because I was attempting to build a rainbow deck, but I also didn't, because I was attempting to build a rainbow deck. Yeah, when you build a rainbow deck, you better know what you're doing, or you completely don't know what you're doing. So yeah, that's basically how that goes. Muscle Sliver. We have 2 of these. 1 and a green 1/1. All silver creatures you control get +1, or all silver creatures get +1/+1. Venom Sliver. All silver creatures you control have Death Touch. 1/1. 1 and a green. Mana Weft. I loved this card. I absolutely adored this card. Mana Weft Sliver. 1 and a green. 1/1. Sliver creatures you control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. I actually think that's what inspired most of my modern green mana ramp decks. Without this card, I might not be as strong of a green player as I am now, and that is kind of where I like to play. We have 4 Predatory Slivers, 1 and a green 1/1. Sliver creatures you control get +1/+1. Definitely better than Muscle Sliver, because Muscle Sliver makes all sliver creatures, so if you're playing someone else with Sliver, you're helping them pump up their own creatures. So yeah. Sentinel Sliver, 1 and a white. 2/2. Sliver creatures you control have Vigilance. Good stuff. Vigilance is always appreciated. 3 Gale Rider Slivers. These things are great. 1 drop, 1/1, so that's already good. Sliver creatures you control have flying, so this already has flying. 1/1 flyer, and everything else has flying. Crystalline Sliver, white and blue 2/2. Basically it has hexproof. All slivers have hexproof. It's before they knew what hexproof was. Bone Slice Sliver, 1 of these. I think I used to have 2 of these, but it's alright. 3 and a white, 2/2. All silver creatures you control. Oops, sorry, holding that a bit far away. All silver creatures you control have double strike, so good stuff. Blur Sliver, 2 and a red, 2/2. Silver creatures you control have haste. Striking Sliver, 1/1/1. Sliver creatures you control have first strike. Ground Shaker Sliver, 6 and a green, 5/5. Sliver creatures you control have trample. 1 Gigantic Sliver, 5 and a green, 3/3. All server creatures you control get +3/+3. And oh wait, we already went over this. I didn't realize I had 2 of these in here. Siphon Sliver again, so another lifelink one. Okay, going on to the land base here, you can definitely tell that I was poor if you couldn't already when I only had 2 Hive Lords. If you couldn't tell I was already broke, that just sums it up for you. Well, this will sum it up for you. So, we have 2 Evolving Wilds. At least I kind of knew what I was doing when I knew that I wouldn't get all these in one turn. 4 Plains. 5 Forests. 5 Mountains. 4 Blues. Or 4 Islands. Sorry, everyone's going to get triggered because of that now. And finally, 4 Swamps. So that is this whole deck. I will kind of give it a little pan here. So that is the entire deck here. And basically, that is it. Now, this deck was pretty good back in the day when I was playing against my friends, when we all had no clue what to do. I was kind of like the leader of the group, but then people started understanding how to play. So I had to start understanding how to play. So I switched up my deck styles, and I decided that 5 colors was probably not the way to go when you're playing Modern. I also do not suggest 5 colors for any type of deck. Commander is really the only place it's doable. But yeah, so this is kind of me right here. This sums up my history of Magic. Yeah, I had a good time with this deck. It definitely brought a lot of memories with me, made a lot of memories for me. I don't know, whatever. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, like I said. Also, check out my Instagram at MTG Nerds. There's currently a giveaway going on there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you guys.